Oh, I got lipstick on him. Sorry. My baby, bro.
Stop scrolling. Because just moments ago, Chrisean Rock went live holding her baby boy Junior in her arms. And what she said left the internet shaking. This wasn't a casual mother-son moment. This was a direct response to an explosive tirade from none other than Blueface's mom, Karlissa Saffold. Karlissa, who has never held her tongue, recently accused Chrisean of being an unfit mother, claiming baby Junior was being raised in chaos. But tonight, Chrisean clapped back. Hard dot with Junior giggling beside her, Chrisean unleashed a verbal firestorm tears. Rage and jaw-dropping accusations aimed right at Karlissa's throat. She's never even held my son. But she's got the nerve to speak on him. Boom! But that wasn't the worst part. Because halfway through the live, Chrisean said something so shocking, so raw, that fans are now questioning everything from Blueface's loyalty to who's really telling the truth. This isn't just baby mama drama. This is a full-blown family war with a baby caught in the middle. And trust us, you're not ready for what's about to be exposed. Tensions, betrayals, baby drama, and a mother-in-law who just won't stop. If you think Chrisean's latest IG Live came out of nowhere, you haven't been paying attention. Because this war between Chrisean Rock and Karlissa Saffold aka Blueface's mom has been brewing in silence, fueled by jealousy, broken trust, and a baby that turned everything upside down. Let's go back to where it all started. The birth of baby Junior. A moment that divided the INT. When Chrisean gave birth to her son Junior, the world expected peace, a fresh start, a new chapter. But what they got was a battlefield. Chrisean shared an emotional, unfiltered birth vlog, screaming through labor, crying tears of joy when she first held her son. Fans celebrated. But not Karlissa. In fact, less than 48 hours after the baby's birth, Karlissa took to Instagram and posted, "The devil's kids come screaming into this world." Just saying. Excuse me? The internet exploded. Fans begged her to stop. But Karlissa wasn't done. She began subtweeting, throwing passive-aggressive shade, and eventually doing multiple lives where she accused Chrisean of using her baby for clout, saying she don't need a baby, she needs therapy. And from that moment on, the gloves came off. Karlissa vs. Chrisean. Years of toxic HIS2RY. This isn't the first time Karlissa went after Chrisean. In fact, she's been publicly attacking her since the early days of Chrisean's relationship with Blueface. Let's not forget, 2022, Karlissa claimed Chrisean brainwashed Blueface and was destroying the family legacy. 2023, she posted alleged text messages from Blueface saying he wanted out of the relationship, messages Chrisean later claimed were fake. 2024, Karlissa went live crying, saying, "I lost my son to a girl who doesn't even know how to love herself." But the most controversial moment, when Chrisean was pregnant, and Karlissa suggested the baby might not even be Blueface's. She's been with half the industry. That baby ain't ours. Fans were disgusted. Even Blueface didn't back Karlissa on that one. He posted briefly, "That's my son, period." The damage was done. Chrisean stopped speaking publicly about Karlissa till now. The final straw, the bad mom comment that broke Chrisean last week during a late-night live session with only 1,200 viewers. Karlissa went too far, she said. "That baby never smiles. He always looks confused. That tells you everything about the mother." Within hours, the clip went viral on TikTok. People were torn. Some defended Karlissa, saying she was just concerned for the baby. Others slammed her as jealous, bitter, and toxic. But behind the scenes, Chrisean was fuming. According to an insider close to her camp, she was crying. She felt humiliated, attacked. And worst of all, like her motherhood was being invalidated. So she planned a response. Not through tweets, not through Shade Dot, but through a live with her son, to show the world exactly what Karlissa refused to see. That she was trying her best. Tan didn't deserve to be publicly torn down by the new grandmother of her child. And that brings us to today. To the live that's already being called one of the rawest moments of 2025, because what started as a clapback turned into an emotional breakdown and ended with a bombshell statement that might just end. Chrisean and Blueface forever. It started like any other Chrisean live. Ring light on, baby in her arms, slight smile on her face, but behind her eyes, fire, fury, pain. And for the first few seconds, she just rocked baby Junior gently. He giggled, waved at the camera. The comments flew in. "Ah, he's so cute. She looks tired but happy. Don't let Karlissa steal your peace, girl." And then she looked into the lens. Her face changed, voice shaking but sharp. She said, "I didn't want to do this. But since his grandma want to go live every week to talk about my child, here we go." The chat exploded. Viewers doubled in under 30 seconds. From 5,000 to 10,000. To over 110,000 live viewers in less than 8 minutes. She's never even held him. Chrisean didn't hold back. She want to talk about me being a bad mom? She's never even held him. She never called to ask. If he needed diapers, formula, nothing. But then she dropped this. She called my son a demon baby, her grandson. Gasps flooded the chat. Karlissa said, "What? Yo, I'm shaking RN. This is wild. She crossed the line for real, for real." Chrisean wiped tears from her face, but stayed locked in. You act like you care about Junior. You don't. You just care about control. And guess what? Lost that the moment your son chose me. The screen shook as she stood up, still holding. Junior and walked away from the camera for a second. "I'm not gone. Be quiet anymore. Because you keep playing with me like I'm weak. Like I ain't strong enough to raise this baby on my own." And then she dropped the first bomb. Fake family texts. Leaked screenshots, shake the isnt not a neat midway through the live. Chrisean turned her phone to the camera. Screenshots, dozens of them. Texts allegedly from Karlissa, too. Blueface just weeks after Junior was born. "Tell her to give the baby to your sister. She can't raise him right. She gone mess that boy up just like she messed up you. You need full custody. I'll help you take it to court." Yes, court.Chris, EAN whispered. "You really tried to take my baby from me. You're gonna try to get him taken by CPS? Nah, that's evil." TikTokers clipped it. Twitter spun it. Hashtag Karlissa Saffold started trending within 15 minutes. But Chrisean wasn't done. She looked straight into the camera and said, "You tried to play God with my baby's life. But guess what? I pray louder than you plot." Blueface responds. In the worst way, POS's cyballing, just as the live hit its peak, Blueface went live on his own page, and the tone. Cold, disrespectful, detached. Y'all know how Rock get? When she emotionally, he said, she'll always gotta go live and air stuff out. That's not how grown people handle things. The internet flipped out. He went live while she's still live. He's siding with his mom over his baby's mom. Nah, this is next level foul. And then Blueface said this. "I ain't seen Junior in 3 weeks. She blocked me. And she mad at my mama cause she the only one telling the truth."
No, he really is handsome. This is my best friend. I be with him all the time. This is my baby. I'm not with nobody else but him.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
I do everything alone. Like, I got my family, but I do it. Yeah, you real talk. Y'all just like real mean. That's it, and that's fine. I don't care to explain myself to y'all about my child. But I'm just, like, I'm up against his dad, a person that never cared, never showed no love ever. He fake trying to act concerned through saying I'm neglecting my son. You can't do that, bro. She sent to him something that Hollywood Unlocked posted. Okay. Did she send the picture?
Oh no, Chrisean's fans were livid. Comment wars broke out immediately. Some said she blocked you to protect her peace. Others said that baby deserves both parents. Y'all messy as hell. But what no one saw coming was the first twist. Baby Junior's name was never supposed to be Junior. In the most emotional moment of the stream, Chrisean looked down at her son and kissed his forehead, then said something that sent fans into an emotional tailspin. Y'all call him Junior 'cause of his daddy, but that ain't his real name. I named him after my brother 'cause he got his heart, not his daddy's chaos. What? The comment section exploded. WAIT Jr. isn't his legal name. She named him after her brother. Yo, she is done with Blueface for real. And the deeper meaning hit hard. For those who know Chrisean's story, her late brother was her rock, her biggest supporter before fame, by naming her son after him. She made a powerful statement. He don't need a man who only shows up for drama. He needs someone who loves him unconditionally. That's why I chose my brother's name. That's who raised me. The chat went silent for 10 seconds. The trolls vanished. Even the haters were stunned. This wasn't a meltdown, it was a mother's roar. But just as Chrisean was about to end the live, comment popped up from an unverified page. But fans swear it was Karlissa on a burner account. See you in court. Watch what you post. And Chrisean's only response. She smirked and whispered, "See you there, Grandma? You thought Chrisean's live was the climax? ... Think again, because the fallout from that IG live spread like wildfire, and by morning, the situation had spiraled into something much darker, deeper, and way more dangerous. The sister flips. Kali exposes FIHI jealous than 12 hours after Chrisean's emotional live. A second bombshell dropped this time from inside Blueface's own circle. Kali, Blueface's sister, who's had a love-hate relationship with both Chrisean and Karlissa, went live on TikTok, and what she said set the internet on fire. "I'm tired of all this fake stuff. Mama talking about protecting the baby. But she been trying to take the baby. Live Chrisean? She didn't lie. My mom been calling CPS on her. She got people sending fake reports. She even had somebody follow her to the pediatrician's office." What? Fans could hardly believe it. Karlissa got people following Chrisean. This is deeper than we thought. This is a setup. But Kali wasn't done. She pulled out her own receipts, screen recordings, voice memos. Full exposure. Kali played a voice memo allegedly from Karlissa, sent just 2 weeks ago. "We gone get custody. Blue just need to say the word. The state can't let a crazy girl raise that baby on live." Another voice memo. "I ain't letting no hoodrat raise my grandson. Not while I'm still breathing." The chat was stunned. Is this even legal? Karlissa plotting custody without Blueface actually filing anything. Kali ended her live with one final statement. "I don't even like Chrisean half the time. But what my mom is doing, it's not protection, it's obsession." She turned off her live and the internet erupted. Legal papers leaked. Just hours later, a document surfaced online allegedly from the Los Angeles family court. The doc shows a motion filed by Karlissa Saffold, not Blueface, requesting emergency visitation rights for a minor grandchild. Without parental consent, legal experts jumped in. Grandparents usually don't have those rights unless one or both parents are deemed unfit. If Karlissa is filing this, she's trying to prove Chrisean can't parent. The document is still unverified, but fans believe it's real. This whole time we thought she was just ranting online. But she's been building a legal case. Blueface finally speaks and regrets I tealed her that evening. Blueface broke his silence in a now-deleted tweet. "Y'all think my mama crazy, but y'all ain't seen what I seen." Fans demanded answers. What had he seen? Why did he delete the tweet within minutes? Then someone reposted an old clip from 2023, a podcast episode where Blueface said, "My mom be wildin'. She called the cops on me just to prove a point." Suddenly, the tide began to turn. Public turning on Karlissa, the same fans who once defended Karlissa as just a protective grandma were now questioning everything. So she's calling CPS, leaking stories, trying to snatch custody behind her son's back. "We need a restraining order, not a reunion." Petitions began circulating on Twitter and Change.org.1. Titled #ProtectBabyJr. demanded courts block any legal actions from Karlissa. Another. #LetRacineHeal already has over 45,000 signatures as of this script. Even celebs are chiming. In celebrity reactions, poor Cardi B reposted a clip of Chrisean's live and wrote, "Ain't no handbook for motherhood." But there's definitely a line when it comes to your own blood sabotaging you. Summer Walker posted a story saying mamas be the most toxic. Seen it myself? Chrisean handling more than y'all think. Even Lizzo, who's remained silent on drama all year, tweeted, "Baby Jr. deserves peace, not posts. Bet Network." Cancels interview. Karlissa was scheduled to appear on Bet's digital talk show Unfiltered next week to tell her side. But following public backlash, Bet canceled the taping. Their statement: "After reviewing recent public developments, we have mutually agreed not to move forward at this time." Translation: they want nitrogen monoxide part of this mess. The final twist, Chrisean gets a call from Blueface's dad. Yep, Andre Porter, Blueface's estranged father, reportedly reached out to Chrisean via DM after her viral live. He posted on Facebook before deleting it. "I've watched in silence for too long. Karlissa ain't no victim. That baby deserves peace. If Chrisean want my help, she's got it." Fans are now begging for Chrisean to take him up on the offer. Could he be the unexpected ally she needs to fight back? One fan tweet summed it up perfectly. "This ain't a custody battle. This is a power war." And Junior? He's the innocent soldier stuck in the middle. But Chrisean has already made it clear. "You can try to take me down, but I got God, my son, and the truth." By sunrise, this wasn't just family drama anymore. It was national news. TMZ, The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. Baller alert, every major outlet ran some version of the same headline. Chrisean goes live holding son Jr. after explosive attack from Blueface's mom, Karlissa, legal war brewing, but the story had already evolved into something much bigger. A social media civil war. Fans divided, protect Chrisean, fees. Karlissa isn't wrong within 24 hours. The internet was completely divided. On one side were Chrisean defenders. This girl is trying her best to raise her baby with cameras in her face and trauma on her back. And Karlissa keeps poking the wound. We watched Chrisean cry, shake, and still hold her baby with love. That's a mother, period. The movement went viral fast. Hashtags flooded the timeline. Hashtag protect Chris, EAN, hash leave her alone, hash mom, not monster, hash team junior on TikTok. Young moms began stitching the live to share their own stories of being judged, dismissed, and gaslit by in-laws. Watching her hold it together while the world judged her felt like I was watching my own story. But Karlissa wasn't without her supporters. I know y'all hate Karlissa, but she's the only one brave enough to say the truth. That baby looks stressed. It's giving concern, not hate. Some took it further, arguing Karlissa was the only stable force in Junior's life, Dan, that Blueface needed to step up and take control. A Reddit thread titled "Is Junior Safe with Chrisean?" hit 15,000 comments in a single day. Celebs take sides and start 5 summer. Walker went on Instagram Live and said, "Why is Karlissa obsessed with her son's ex? It's giving Jocasta complex." The clip went viral in under 30 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Cardi B, once again, doubled down in a tweet. These moms out here competing with the baby mamas and forgetting who the real child is. Sit down. Meanwhile, Boosie Badass offered a different take. Chrisean crazy, but I seen crazier mamas do just fine. That baby love her. That's all that matter. And in the most shocking response, Drea has worked with Karlissa before and followed her and posted, "Sometimes blood don't make you family." Sometimes family tried to take what's not theirs. The public noticed, and it added gasoline to an already blazing inferno. Industry pullbacks, no one wants this SMO. Entertainment industry began quietly pulling away from Karlissa, a fashion line that had planned to do a celebrity mompreneurs campaign with her. Gone. A daytime talk show appearance canceled. Even a podcast she was supposed to guest on released a statement due to recent developments. "We have paused upcoming content involving Karlissa Saffold. We support healthy conversations, not chaos." On the other hand, Chrisean is thriving. Her live generated over 2.8 million replays in under 24 hours. Spotify reported a 17% spike in streams of her music. She even gained 400,000 new followers across platforms within a day. Fans rallied to her side, posting GoFundMes, merch ideas, and campaigns titled "Support a Real Mom." Support Chrisean. Influencers speak up and stir more. Cal's big-name influencers jumped in. Tasha K, controversial but unfiltered, posted a 20-minute rant titled, "Karlissa is done." Chrisean got the whole internet praying over Junior. Kick J, known for her psychological deep dives, broke down Chrisean's live frame B-frame. "We saw trauma, yes, but we also saw growth. That girl is trying to break cycles." Even momfluencers from suburban circles stitched the video. "She's not perfect, but who is? I'd rather see a mom cry and keep holding her child than see her cold and careless." Clip received over 12 million views in under 8 hours. And guess who saw it? Karlissa's shocking reaction. "Y'all got it twisted." As fans called for her to back down, Karlissa released a now-deleted story. "Keep rooting for dysfunction. When something happens to that baby, don't say I didn't warn y'all." The internet snapped. Are you threatening her child? Did she just predict harm? This woman is out of control. Within minutes, screenshots were everywhere. The pressure mounted. Even former friends of Karlissa spoke out. One anonymous source said, "She's obsessed with being relevant. She don't care about that baby. She cares about headlines." The cultural CIO and VR Sadio in the debate grew beyond the internet. Daytime TV hosts debated the situation on national talk shows. One host on The Real said, "We're watching a mother-in-law try to steal a child, not just physically." CNN panel even discussed it on a morning segment about parental rights and generational trauma. Yes, CNN. And beneath the noise, one voice stood out. A fan post that went mega viral. Chrisean Rock isn't raising her baby in chaos. She's raising him in truth. And that's something this industry can't handle. Just when it seemed like the storm couldn't get any messier, a final twist dropped that changed everything. And this time, it wasn't from Chrisean. It wasn't from Karlissa. It wasn't even from Blueface. It was from a private investigator. The investigator who flipped the script. A no viral video from an anonymous whistleblower, allegedly a licensed pie out of San Bernardino, began circulating on Reddit, TikTok, and even Facebook Reels. In it, he claims he was hired to follow Chrisean to document unstable behavior in public. But here's the bombshell. I was hired by someone tied to the Saffold family. And I'm not talking about Karlissa. I'm talking about someone bigger. Fans were left speechless. Who else wants Chrisean taken down? What does he mean by bigger? And then he dropped the name. There was talk of management, label interest, public relations firms. But someone in Blueface's own business team wanted dirt on Chrisean. The business BTRA according to the pie. The goal was simple: catch her slipping. Get a video of her screaming in public, get her mad, prove she's emotionally unstable, and then use it in family court. Yes, this wasn't just about Karlissa. This was allegedly about a calculated PR move to gain custody and discredit Chrisean publicly and legally, and someone in Blueface's circles signed off on it. Chrisean receives a secret DM just minutes after the whistleblower's video went viral. Chrisean posted a screenshot of an anonymous DM she'd received. It read, "Watch your back. They're building a case. Don't go live again. Your phone is tapped." She added one word to her Instagram story: bet. Wait, what does bet have to do with this? Fans immediately began speculating. Is a network involved in this drama behind the scenes? Was her bet contract meant to control her image? Before things exploded, did someone from the inside flip on her? No one knows for sure. But she deleted the story minutes later. A threat goes public, and then came the final blow. A screenshot from Karlissa's alleged burner account. Surface stinging a fan who had defended Chrisean. Keep defending that girl. Don't cry when her story ends, like all the others. What? Fans went into panic mode. Was that a threat? Is someone about to get hurt? This isn't family drama anymore. This is dangerous. The CLIFFHNGR late. That night, Chrisean went live again, but said nothing. No talking. No crying, just her and Junior, sitting in silence. The baby asleep in her arms, and then she whispered something barely audible before the screen went black. They want me gone. But I'm not leaving. Double quotes. Boom. Live ended. No explanation. No warning. Now fans are begging for answers. People are choosing sides. And the courts. They're preparing for a battle that might rip this family apart forever. Because this isn't about IG lives anymore. This isn't about who's right or messy. This is about one child, one mother. It's in a world that won't let them breathe in peace. The war isn't over. It's just getting started. So now we ask you, the fans, followers, the observers watching this emotional earthquake unfold in real time. Whose side are you on? Is Chrisean right to go live and air it all out? Or is Karlissa truly just a concerned grandma caught in the crossfire? More importantly, do you believe this is still just family drama? Or has it become a full-blown conspiracy to silence Chrisean and separate her from her son? Drop your thoughts in the comments. No holding back. Is Blueface complicit in all this? Chrisean. Get a restraining order against Karlissa, who's behind the private investigator. And what's their real goal? This is the kind of story that doesn't end with one IG live. It ends in courtrooms, custody battles, and maybe even career fallout. And we're going to be right here, breaking it all down the moment it happens. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Tap like to support Chrisean or Karlissa if that's your side. Share this video with a friend who needs to catch up on the chaos. And trust us, the next chapter could drop at any second. Because in this story, No one is safe. And baby Junior's future hangs in the balance. We'll see you in the comments. Till the next twist breaks.